Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to my brand new campaign on Mortal Empires for Total War Warhammer 2. And from my time playing Mortal Empires already, I really must say this is what Warhammer is all about. Loads of factions, a huge campaign map, loads of different building options. I mean, all Warhammer have to do now in the third game is fix sieges and make battles a little bit longer. And I think this could be possibly my favourite Total War game yet, because the Mortal Empire experience, as I said, just kind of feels like what Total War Warhammer is all about, and it really is a lot of fun. So today we're going to be starting a Belegar Ironhammer campaign. Obviously, as you guys know, I love dwarfs, and Belegar, from what I've heard, is an absolute beast. He apparently headbutted Dwarf to death a few times, which is just crazy. And what's not to love? As well as that, Belegar does have an extremely hard starting position, being tied into Carrick 8 peaks like he is. He has to go and reclaim that along with Skarsnik, but not only that, because this is Warhammer 2, Tweak Head Taker also has a quest as well to reclaim Carrick 8 peaks. So it's going to kind of be like a freeway race and fight over that province, which is really fun. And I think hopefully we'll have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, so we're going to be playing as Belegar. Do make sure to go ahead and give me ideas for unit names down below in the comments, and even province names. Once I take a province, it'd be awesome if you guys could help rename it, maybe by the general who took it, or maybe even by a special deed or something about the province. That'd be really cool. And just, yeah, down below, let me know what you want my units to be called. Just go ahead and put the unit name and then the unit type. So obviously, like Dwarven Warriors and then a name, so I know what one you want to kind of attach that to. As well as that, if you guys have any cool stories you want to write in the comments down below about, dwarfs or battles, or kind of like lore or anything, please feel free to do that. I'll make sure to go through them all, like them, and obviously read them myself. And if you guys see anyone doing that, please also go down and drop a like, and go tell them to keep on doing it, because it's really awesome having you guys being immersed in this series. And maybe I can even get someone to voice over, and we can kind of have someone reading them before the next episode or something like that throughout the series. That'd be kind of pretty cool if we grab someone to actually do that. That'd be nice. So yeah, we'll take a look at Belegar Ironhammer's stats. He has a minus, or I guess it is a minus, or I guess it's more of a plus 50% upkeep until he holds Carrick 8 peaks. So that means we're going to be kind of, scavenging around and trying to get anything we can, because we're not going to be able to, afford multiple armies, that's for sure. Because, we're pretty much paying double, or at least, 50% more for our units than we would need to normally. Then Belegar has a 10% leadership when laying siege. This is going to be pretty useful. He also starts with the clan Angrim Ancestral Heroes. So all my previous clan, brethren, will now kind of come back to me in ethereal state, which is awesome. And then we also get a really cool unique building chain in Carrick 8 peaks. As well as that, that's kind of faction-wide, and then for our Lord effects, we are a siege attacker. I'm not sure what that does. I guess we can see when we jump into the game. We also have better evasion chance in the underways, which isn't really that important. Normally, if I'm using the underways, I want to engage the enemy. Anyway, I'm never normally trying to run away, as I am a dwarf after all. And then finally, we get a Vanguard deployment in underway battles, which I'm not sure if this is for the entire army, because if it is, that's really, really goddamn good. And we're going to be using the underways like nobody's business. It's going to be pretty insane. I mean, obviously, as a Dwarf, we have a Book of Grudges. We can use the underways, and then just nothing else really that interesting. So cool, let's go ahead and jump into this campaign. I will say really quickly, if you guys could drop a like and a comment on this video, I'd really, really appreciate it. It helps the channel out so much and helps get this video out there, and also lets me know that you guys are enjoying this. So let's try and break 800 likes. I know it's quite a lot to ask, but I know you guys can do it. 800 likes for the start of this new campaign. That'd be amazing for Belegar and the Book of Grudges. Oh, do we not get an intro? Oh, do we not get the intros from Warhammer 1? Is it just jumping straight into the campaign? I guess it is. I mean, we are a king in exile, as it calls me. Yeah, I guess we don't get an intro. I know this isn't tied to the Eye of the Vortex campaign. It's basically more of like a sandbox mode, more than anything else. But I'm really looking forward to this campaign. Not only because we're playing dwarfs again and the campaign map is huge, but I also just really dig Belegar's kind of quest line for Carrick 8 peaks. It kind of feels like there is a lot of lore behind it, kind of imbued into the game, whereas the other characters are a bit more sandboxy. I feel like Belegar has kind of that clear mission and that clear story behind him. and gets me very interested in the lore itself.
Clan Angrund is adrift, my lord Belegar, yet hope remains. The dwarf lords of Carrick have sponsored your quest to retake your ancestral home. A chance yet lingers. The journey will be long and perilous. There is much ground between here and your throne, and enemies are everywhere. To the north, the treacherous and duplicitous Skarsnik, self-proclaimed warlord of Carrick 8 Peaks, moves to usurp your birthright once more. Time is of the essence. Yet in the east, the Badlands teem with more greenskins, and even the border princes may wish to exploit your plight. You must not relent.
Is that it? Cool, awesome.
In your rage and determination, the fortress of Carrick 8 Peaks shall be returned to dwarf rule once again, with you, Belegar Ironhammer, as its rightful king.
I am the rightful king, and I will go on the quest for the Lonely Mountain. I mean the Carrick 8 Peaks, wrong game, of course. So there we go. The upkeep cost is pretty goddamn brutal. Also, out of interest, so they want me to occupy and loot free. Just go ahead and basically take or raise 3 cities. We can do that. And that's going to be a large portion of our money. The real nice thing is, though, that none of these ethereal champions cost me anything. That's really good. They all cost me 0, so we're going to be using them really effectively. We also have a unit of hammers. Oh my god, with the 50% upkeep, it cost me 540 gold for them. That is absolutely insane. So as I was saying, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to roleplay during this campaign as much as we can, you know. If I feel like there's something Belegar would do, I'm going to do it. And if, like, I'm not going to try and game it as much, you know. I'm not going to try and abuse the game, kind of exploit its flaws. I'm going to try and really immerse myself in the game. And if I have generals, you know, who have stubborn traits or something like that, and they're outnumbered massively, they're going to still fight a battle because they're not going to retreat because that character is stubborn. So I'm going to be trying to look at the stats and the traits of these characters, especially in Warhammer 2, as I've added a bunch more kind of more important details and stuff in the stuff. So I'm going to be trying to use that as much as I can, really. So can we see what does this attribute do? Siege attacker. I don't know what it does. Is it going to tell me this unit can attack city gates? Oh, okay, that makes sense. So he can basically just pound down gates by himself. Okay, that's good. So let's see, what do we have at Carrick Izor? It's only a 6 province or 8 province. So nothing too crazy. I'm pretty tempted. Oh, what's that? That's a ranger post. Yeah, ranger post for our rangers, obviously. And then we have a barracks here. We can get. But again, we're not really going to be able to even afford these guys anyway. We're going to be sticking pretty lowly to just having the basic units, if I'm honest. Like, we're just going to be using Dwarven Warriors until we take back Carrick 8 Peaks. I'm probably going to actually build a garrison post here for the sole purpose of I want to leave this area, right? I mean, actually, to be fair, though, okay, we're going to probably go down this mountain pass, right? Yeah, we're probably going to go down this mountain pass. And also, sorry, I should have shown you guys the look of the map now. So here we go. This is going to be Mortal Empires. We have the old world, the Badlands down here, and obviously the top of the Southlands as well. I think the Warhammer 2 map or Warhammer 1 map cuts off around here, so we have all this extra land down here with the Lizardmen, and it also kind of goes off over here as well, which is kind of cool. That's where the Krockgar starts, I think. Then we have Ulf 1, and then we obviously have Nagaron up here to the north, and then kind of the provinces down there. So we've kind of lost where Tetler starts. I imagine his starting position has been moved. But overall, it's a huge campaign map. It really is. And I can't wait to explore it, go conquer the Southlands and stuff like that. So I'm tempted to build this gate, but I guess the garrison is okay for now. So let's go ahead and pick up some happiness. Because this also does give us some kegs to sell. Money would also be great. Actually, maybe money's more important. But the Tinker Shot only gives us I guess that's 200 gold. That's quite a lot. We're going to pick that up for now. What does his ability do? Boost income, 5%. Nice. So we're going to stick him all in these armies, I think. And then we're going to march. So all of you guys go in. You're going to be so useful in this battle. So we should be getting a ton of boost. We can also get Regiments of Renown as well, which is really, really cool. I like that a lot. And then what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to sit in a province just to help out with public order. But do I want to do that? Do I just want to go after this army? I kind of want this army to come closer because we can't reach it this turn.
I'm gone.
So I think I'm going to stay in the province for just one turn, and then we're going to march out, just to kind of help with public order, and hopefully that will help us. I mean, we do have to be careful, though, because we do have goblins down to our south and our north, so we do have to kind of watch out for that, I think. What do we want to do this wise? I think rushing like these experiences is also really good. Like, this is something I always love to do, is just simply rush the experience for when I recruit units. It's something I hate in Total War, is when I so maybe I've been fighting with this army. I'll do diplomacy and I'll talk about that. But yeah, maybe when I'm like fighting with an army since the beginning of the game, and then all of a sudden I have got this new technology which allows me to recruit units from the get-go at 2 experience. They're normally like stronger than my previous units, which I've been fighting from the beginning of the game with, just because I've suddenly researched the technology. And I've always hated that, because it always kind of feels like you know, these units I've been fighting with for 20 turns just gain no experience, and, you know, they're not a veteran army, and I might as well just recruit them to have the best units possible. And I never really liked that. I always feel like there should have been something where you can just straight up retrain the units. So are the orcs going to raid me? That was something I was kind of scared of, if they're just going to raid me. I'm hoping they're going to move closer to me, and then we can march out and kill them. They're actually just going to go northwards. I mean, they're not my problem anymore, right? They're Weissenberg's problem now. Have fun. Have fun indeed. But we definitely do need to rush for Carrick 8 Peaks. That should be our main goal during this campaign. It's just, obviously, it's our main goal. But we have to try and claim that. We also have a grudge as well. Capture the following thing. Well, obviously, we want to go to Carrick 8 Peaks. And there she is. There she is. We can see her right here. I think she's currently stationed like right there. That's the Carrick 8 Peaks right there, due to the 8 Peaks, I would imagine. War declared as well, the Black Venom and Carrick Kern, which is good. And we're also not using any mods as well, by the way, just so you guys know. I guess we're going to increase this. We're actually making some okay money. We could definitely recruit maybe another unit of miners, or even just another unit of normal dwarfs. And now we're going to march out. This is going to make, obviously, Carrick Azor unhappy. But we've kind of got a nice little buffer there, which should be okay. And I guess we will just build this dwarven tinker shop, just for that extra 100 gold. You know, it eventually does pay for itself, and we will replace it at some point. If we force march out of interest, we can get there next turn and start the siege. Yeah, we can. But I'm not sure if we're going to have the strength to do it, because they're obviously recruiting, and they also have the garrison. Luckily, the garrison is pretty crappy, so yeah, I think we're going to force march it and just go, because these ethereal, you know, my ethereal ancestors are really good. I'm not going to rename any of the ethereal dudes, unless you guys really think I should, but I feel like they have a lore behind them, so I should keep them. But yeah, all these unit names, I need names for rangers, I need names for miners, dwarven warriors, and then also hammerers. And then I'll also need names to, like, rename provinces, you know, like this one right here, once I take it. Zarkazil, I imagine I'd rename it to Carrick or something along them lines. How can we not trade with Carrick Hearn as well? I guess because Weisenland are in my way. But how are we doing, boys? Don't want anything else. We're friendly, though, so that's okay. Let's end the turn again. And we'll start off our battle for Carrick Buftar, I think is how you pronounce that. And Belegar will start his quest. I don't think Belegar has a new skill tree or anything along them lines, which is fine. I don't mind too much about that. And it's going to be interesting, because once we start getting some land, I wonder, like, what I'm going to have to do, because I doubt I can afford a second army to leave at Carrick Azor. So maybe building, like, and upgrading to have a garrison post here to keep this place happy would be a great idea. Because, again, like, I don't think I can't afford another army. Like, imagine how much it would cost me. Look, there's no way I could afford that. But yeah, I guess we're going to march on here. Oh, we could have maybe raided. How much money do we get from raiding? Only 80 gold. I guess that's not too bad. But yeah, let's go ahead and definitely start this off. We can see Orion over there. Oh, that's going to be a slaughter. But this is the first battle of the campaign. We obviously have to fight it. Start reclaiming our provinces. And using our ethereal lords. So maybe you guys can come up with some cool names from this battle itself. Maybe one of my hammerers can be like something for Broken Nose. You know, the Broken Nose Killers or something could be cool. I just really want to get immersed in this series. I'm going to be trying to make these episodes somewhat long as well. You know, towards 45 minutes to an hour long. So as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to drop that like down below. I'd really, really appreciate that. So our Rangers can Vanguard deploy, right? Yeah, they can. And they have some good range, so I think I'm just going to move them up straight away and just let them hit the enemy. Everyone else can just come up behind. I think that this is going to be a pretty easy battle, if I'm honest. Just because we have our ethereal lords. We'll look at Belegar himself as well. There's Belegar, looking like an absolute beast. And we also have Blood and Gore on as well in this patch, which is coming with Mortal Empires, which is great. We also obviously have this dude as well. Our Siege Engineer, I guess we'll move him up there. I have our Runesmith. He does start off with a Rune of Oath and Steel. Our Thane. And then, do we have 2 Thanes? We do have 2 Thanes. Very nice. That's awesome. That is really, really good. I like that a ton. So cool, let's go ahead and start the battle then. And just advance our force then. And we'll go ahead and just group these, lock them in group, form them round. You guys, again, as I said, just start like hitting them. Ideally, actually, they got Wolf Riders actually. Let's fall back. Because I don't want to kind of get in the wrong end of that. I mean, the balance of power as well. Look how even it is compared to what it was a second ago. Look how cool this Thane looks as well. Oh, the Thanes look amazing. If you can shoot, just start shooting them as well. You guys can probably chill now. Yeah, you guys can chill and turn. You're good. Is he going to start opening up on them? I think he is, right? Using that goddamn, it looks like a fucking shotgun. Doing some good damage. Now, obviously, we want to really try and do some killing blows to them riders right there if we can. Take out the cavalry. We're actually going to deploy both our Thanes on this flank as well. Because I'm not sure if the miners actually have charge defense. No, they don't. Which is going to be a little bit scary. But hopefully, the Thanes can deal with that. The Quarrelers are opening up on them, trying to pin down a few of these Goblin Riders. Yeah, the more of these guys we take down, the better. They actually do have some missiles of their own. And I think ideally all we want to do is just get our own dudes in combat against them. Yeah, they're going to come into my flank. The Thanes should be more than enough to kill them. And obviously we'll stick Belegar in. Belegar should be like the first one in. He also has a huge augment for himself. Holy crap, that makes him like insanely good. Yeah. Keep shooting them. Now focus down this one. You go chase them down. Yeah, Thanes chase them down, you hold the line. And we'll do a little bit of slow-mo now, just so we can really get to see some of the close-ups as we see our first engagement here. We do honestly need to try and deal with that unit right there. Oh, look at the blood and gore as well. Make sure to go and check out my other videos as well on Mortal Empires, because we're definitely going to be doing more blood and gore videos, like watching the lizard men just annihilate like a huge Skaven army, or even an undead army would be so much fun. I think we're definitely going to have to pit the enemy against us there. More of the dwarfs, and that looks beautiful as well. I love the blue. The blue looks really crisp and clean for these dwarfs. Especially when we're actually in the sun as well. That'd be great. So let's go ahead and move up. We want to help the hammerers. We do have our runesmith up here, though. Yeah, we do have our runesmith helping up. But there is a lot of enemies right there. And the archers are also hurting me. So I think it's time for our quarrelers to change focus. As we have now broken this left flank. You can come around and help out. Where's their general? The general's all the way over here. And Belegar's currently fighting some orc boys. He needs to cut his way through these orc boys before he can go and help out. And I mean, the most important thing is here, is as long as we don't lose soldiers, then we should be okay. Yeah, you should still be shooting down here as well. What's your ability as well? Armor piercing for himself. That's cool with me. Just pop that. Oh, it's actually an ability. Oh, I can pop that on someone. Nice. But let's go and stick that on the hammerers then. Giving them great armor piercing. Not that they really need it, but also the physical resistance is huge for them. As we do focus down their missiles now. Cool, yeah, you can come around there. You're chasing off the Wolf Riders, but they're not seeming to come back. So yeah, just bring everyone back now. And we'll again just getting close. Watch these hammerers doing work. Make sure we have this runesmith popping his oath of his rune of oath of steel. Giving these, just making these hammerers unkillable. How many kills have I on so far? 104. I'm expecting these hammerers to just be my MVPs of this campaign. Because that's going to be really the only expensive unit I can even afford. I mean, I can't even really afford them, if I'm honest. Bring the Thanes round. Oh, these guys are going to come back. Probably do some decent damage on this charge, if I'm honest. I don't really know why I'm counter-charging, but... yeah, the battle does seem somewhat won. That's something I tend to do. I kind of tend to get a little bit careless when it comes to like battles we've definitely won. Like, I'm just like, yes, some of you will die, but it is a sacrifice I am willing to make. But again, I feel like that's very telling to like an actual proper campaign as well. You know, you do end up, you know, when a battle does look really close to being won, you do end up getting quite careless. You guys should be on guard mode as well. Yeah, be on guard mode. Nothing really for you guys to shoot at. Maybe we can shoot at these guys. Bring round that. Belegar, I want you to fight your way in and kill this general. We'll pop his ability as well. His Revenge Incarnate. And just start hammering away at this war boss. I want to see him dead, Belegar. I want to see him dead. You guys can shoot that. Yeah, shoot that. We're getting some miners coming round with more of our ethereal units. It's going to be so hard for these guys to actually do damage to our ethereal guys. Pop that buff off from these dudes as well. Belegar, finish him off, please. Smash him in. You are called Ironhammer for a reason. Cave in his skull, good sir. I want to see him taken to pieces, because really once he routs, that's everything that is even remotely alive will die there. And you guys can also change focus here. Help just kill out the rest of these archers, which are still remaining. There we go. Huge rout going off. I mean, this is a siege battle as well, even though it doesn't look like one. This is a siege battle. We can see the fortress in the background. So we can just end this battle and everything will die. There's no point like chasing the enemy down or anything, because they're all just going to be wiped anyway. And we got our first achievement as well. What was that? Conquest. With a single unit, kill more than 200 in the campaign. Have I not done that in Warhammer 2 yet? I guess not. Wow. And that's obviously going to be the Hammerers. 237 kills on them. Very nice indeed. Everyone else doing admirably. No one doing too badly. I mean, I'll take that. And I mean, just look how little damage they did to our ethereal units. They're going to be so damaged. I think they're only really heavily damaged by magic units. So like the Thanes and stuff, I can really just leave in combat to take on entire armies, you know. As long as they have like 1 or 2 units to support them, they'll do a great job. So we've reclaimed this Lost Dwarven Horde. Carrick Booth, I think is how you pronounce it. Definitely not, actually. And we're going to be getting a lot of our money from these after-battle, you know, victories. From these after-battle loots, I think it's called. We also got a nice little banner, +4 leadership. Gleaming Pennant, which we can stick on a unit. We'll probably end up sticking that onto our hammerers, maybe. Just pretty much make them into the unbreakable force they are. So we do have some interesting skill trees, and I think we just have the normal default skill tree as well. I think they might be changing this at some point when they do add in Norsecore and stuff like that, but I'm not sure, because they have talked about changing start positions so that every single lord has a different start position, but it's not currently in the release of Mortal Empires. But I think that's something we could see. And again, Mortal Empires is free as well for people who own both games, which is a pretty insane like update. If you like more of this sandbox-esque mode. So we can obviously build something here with access to a lumber camp or a woodsman hut. Goes in and gives us some timber logs to go ahead and trade, as well as reducing recruitment costs for quarrelers, grudge throwers, and bolt throwers, as well as giving us some nice money. And then at the higher ranks, it also gives some good experience. And then the Carpenter's Guild goes in and just reduces stuff for all forces at the top, upkeep costs at the top, which is kind of nice. I think that's what we're going to do. The extra money is going to be nice. How much does it cost me as well? It only costs me 700, so in 7 turns it's basically paid for itself. And our economy is slowly going up, so hopefully we can maybe recruit a couple more units of Dwarven warriors to help us out. And I think our next, obviously, quest will be to come down to this mountain and reclaim this. I mean, our empire, like, size-wise, doesn't look too bad already, you know? Like, this territory is huge going all the way down to Estalia. Not too bad whatsoever. Oh, the Skaven. Is this... The Skaven Blight is actually a province now as well. That's really cool. There, the Skaven right there with a huge 10-province city.
Don't disappoint me.
Maybe we'll see a custom... Like, there must be a proper DLC for this Skaven, you know... Skaven Blight. It's such like an impactful city. And I'm also really looking forward to as well going down to Carrick Norn, sorry. Or Zorn, sorry. Carrick Zorn. What am I talking about? Carrick Zorn. And meeting up with them. They like start off down here to the south. You know, the first Dwarven city, which was supposedly overwhelmed by demons, and no one's ever heard anything since then. Really, really cool. Our first grudge as well in the Book of Grudges is our Carrick 8 Peaks quest as well. But at the moment, we're getting some nice public relations with Dwarven factions and public order as well. Has taken that province allowed us to trade with anyone besides the Poxy Elves? Talia, we can now trade with them if they want to.
Deliver your message. Fine.
They accept that, which is nice, but not trade at the moment.
I don't agree.
Yeah, Vitilians don't want to trade, which again, something I always feel so stupid. Like, it's just so dumb when it comes to diplomacy in this game. It's like, why wouldn't you want, like, unless you're like openly embargoing us or something like that, why wouldn't you want, you know, to trade goods? I have some good dwarven goods. Like, unless there's a reason behind it, you know, like maybe we've just been at war or something along them lines. You know, it just makes no sense why this Empire faction wouldn't want to import our goods and sell us materials to make goods. It's something I've always found just really stupid in Warhammer. Like, just not really making a lot of sense. There's so many factions now at the top. Because I'm so used to just seeing all the Warhammer 1 ones, but now there's Warhammer 2 ones and vice versa as well. It's pretty crazy. I imagine towards the late turns of this campaign is going to be somewhat laggy, that is for sure. So we went ahead and got this, the Gathering the Throng, which is really good. Going to give us access to cheaper Dwarven Warriors and cheaper Miners, which is kind of good because I'm actually going to recruit a couple units of, or at least one, I think a couple units of Dwarven Warriors. That's going to reduce our income by an okay amount. First going to then allow us to push down south and probably take this last province in the stream of provinces we need to go ahead and take this entire region. And then we can start popping some edicts as well. At the moment, they are unhappy due to instability, but instability is going down. And we can maybe even build a brewery in one of these provinces as well at some point. So I think, again, we just go ahead. I mean, what are even our objectives? Sorry, this is something I should look at the beginning. Obviously, take back control of Carrick 8 Peaks. Oh, Carrick 8 Peaks is actually much higher than I thought. We can kind of travel across here, fight our way through the desert. Yeah, we're going to definitely run for that very, very soon. Then they also want us to unite all the Dwarven Hold, pretty much every single Dwarven Hold, reclaim the lost ones, which we can do. And then also control settlements on this list, or have direct vassals, and then destroy the Chaos Forces. And the short one is pretty similar. Okay, cool. So basically just unite the Dwarven people under one banner. But obviously we're going to try our best to go over to, you know, fight the New World, the New World factions like the Lizardmen. I think the Lizardmen actually spawn, well, the Lizardmen do spawn in the Southlands with obviously Kroq-Gar. So maybe we'll come into combat with Kroq-Gar, because he has, you know, run up on Carrick Zune several times before. So what do you want to do, Agent? Hopefully you're coming just to be a friend. I would hate to see Orion's reach stretching too far, because I'm not opposed to burn down Athol Loran. If I have to, I will march a Dwarven front in there and kill every single elf if they interfere with my business of reclaiming Carrick 8 Peaks. We're also definitely going to have to get some free-for-all battles on the go with all these new factions. Wait, what? The Skaven are offering to join my war if I give them 100 gold. I mean, I guess I could use them as like a mercenary army. Not that I need them, but that's really cool. I actually love that the Skaven are doing this. They're kind of almost like being like a mercenary army. Like, pay us a bit of gold and we'll go after your enemies. That's awesome. I like that. I'm not sure if that's intended. Like, that's like a known thing in the game, or if it's just like happened to happen. Wait. What? Wait, what? Some scummy elven people have just declared war on us because they've joined the war. Obviously, we're at war with all the we're at war with all the greenskins, but even these up to the north? Come on. What are they actually going to come down and like and attack us, or what? Also, look at that. They've gone deep into Weisenberg, the dudes there.
I am ready to parley.
No parley will be had this day. Yeah, look at these guys, these green skins. Where are they? Is it these ones? No, where are they? The ones over here, right? I don't even know where they are. They're like a roaming tribe. Oh, these ones, the Savage Orc tribes. They've gone deep into Weisenland. Have fun with them, because I am certainly not. But I'm pissed that the elves have joined the orcs. Like, that doesn't seem quite lore-friendly. Our front is now upgraded with some more Dwarven warriors, and we are going to march them down here to claim this. There are actually quite a few provinces down here. which we do need to go and clear out. And obviously try and stay in our land, not to piss off Talia. Again, not really too scared about the garrison as well. Is nothing to be, you know, nothing good at all. So we can march in there and claim that pretty easily. But we do have to be somewhat careful of our northern borders now. Do they just want to sue for peace? Like, I'm so surprised that they've joined our enemies. I guess they're seeing weakness and they want to pounce,
Lord
but...
of Athelloren. Not since the coming of Morga has Athelloren been so tainted.
Well, go deal with Athelloren. Like, go deal with your own stuff then. Stop coming to me, thinking you're cool and you can take on the dwarfs. Again, no point to upgrade this. Actually, Quarry is actually really cheap. Only 137 gold. Oh, it's because these haven't taken into account my debuff. Yeah, they'd be much more expensive. There's no way long bids are 162. Yeah. So yeah, the corridors would be a little bit more expensive. I don't feel like I need them. I have my rangers. They'll act as my missile force for now. I'm going to be really annoyed if we see any elves come to our northern borders. Because I think I'm definitely going to have to build garrison posts everywhere now. Or at least in Carrick Azor, maybe. And maybe even Carrick Buftar as well. Just to keep these safe from our north. Because obviously I'm not going to be able to muster a secondary army. So because I'm not going to be able to have a secondary army, I'm going to have to kind of leave this province to fend for itself. Whilst I go for Carrick 8 Peaks. We also maybe want to try and get military access to the Border Kings. We could also sail our way to Carrick 8 Peaks, or at least to the Southlands, and then march over to Carrick 8 Peaks.
True king of 8 peaks.
True king of 8 Peaks. No regiments of renown unlocked either yet, which is fine. Yeah, just make your way up here. Next turn we'll come in. Yeah, we can't attack them this turn, which is a real shame. I would love to engage them this turn. So we might as well go to raid. We can't go to raiding. I should have gone into raiding maybe. Yeah, that's fine though. Maybe even use the underways. Yeah, we probably should have just used the underways. That's something I really need to look into more. We can use the underways to like jump these mountains and stuff. I should definitely be using that more effectively. And again, no surplus left. Maybe we should have built a growth building here instead of trying to get that money early. Yeah, maybe we should have done that. So let's end the turn again. Allow the enemy to form up their defenses, recruit a couple more units. Again, I'm being very cautious of the armies to our north. Luckily, we're not at war with Orion. I think that would be a nail in the coffin for our defenses to the north if Orion declared war on us. But hopefully, he will stay in his woods where he belongs and not come out and attack us. I mean, hopefully, he deals with the woodland elves to the north. Like he confederates with them, or he fights them, or does whatever he does. It'd be fun if we were playing the high elves. We could, we could get these two factions to go to war with one another with their intrigue at court ability. That'd be pretty fun, right? Using the intrigue at court to get Orion to go to war with the faction at war with us. Oh god, and the Skaven are now at war with us. How is one supposed to go and reclaim my lost holds when stuff like this happens? So they actually start off fairly upgraded. Movement range is increased by 5%. That's not... Is that assisting army? Increase the campaign movement range. So yeah, we're immediately going to get this right. The income's nice. This is all nice as well. But I think getting that extra movement speed. Because what at the top is like 15%, which is crazy good. Then we also have our Runesmith, or our Fane leveled up. Any that deals with upkeep? I don't think none of these do deal with upkeep. No, they don't. Ancestral Grudge is kind of nice at the highest tier. But by looks at it, we're also going to be fighting a lot of Skaven. So let's just do this and go for Scarred Veteran. Let's get these Ethereal Warriors to be really tanky. It's also really cool as well. The Ethereals are actually unbreakable. Let's look at Throny Ironbrow. He is our Runesmith. He still needs to pop a few more spells over here. Anything else down here? Cleanse Corruption could be kind of nice. And Ancestral Grudge is always good as well. But let's just go ahead and make it so that he can pop his runes out a little bit faster. And then finally, our last Fane as well. He can, I think, just pick up Foe Seeker. Actually, maybe I can have one who's a trainer and one who's more aggressive. Which could be kind of cool. Yeah, let's have one. Just get like 3 stats in training. Because that does add up after all. I mean, you already see our hammers that are leveled up pretty nicely. But that's interesting. Now the Skaven are at war with us, uniting against us.
Never wrong.
That's going to be hard to deal with them. And I think as soon as we can finally upgrade our provinces, we're going to have to deal with that. But ideally, we just need to kill these orcs first of all. Yeah, it's going to be a hard battle. They have a lot of crappy orcs, but orcs nonetheless. So we're going to stick this gleaming pennant on our hammerers, just to keep them on board, giving them an extra boost. But I mean, I guess I don't really need it, right? Their morale is already much higher, so maybe we'll stick it on one of our Dwarven units, actually. Yeah, let's stick that on just this first Dwarven unit, because it'll probably help them stay around much longer. Whereas if I stick it on the hammerers, it's kind of almost wasted in a sense, because the hammerers already have a lot like high morale. They're going to fight to the end anyway, pretty much most of the time. And I think this is a land battle as well, so actually killing a lot of them is going to be vital. And we also have plenty of enemy lords to deal with. So there's their first army. We can kind of use this protection right here to guard our right flank. Whilst they have some wolf riders, but they're skirmishers, so they're not really going to engage us. So let's just move up here, start hitting them from the get-go. Have our Dwarven shield wall, like so. We're going to be a bit more tactical in this battle, because it's going to be a little bit harder when all their reinforcements turn on. You're not Vanguarded deployed, no you're not, so you can just go on that flank. While our Runesmith in the center, so that his oath, his Rune of Oath and Steel can hit everyone. Belegar will just be going after the generals. Our Thane on one flank, and our another Thane on another.
Belegar Ironhammer.
Cool, let's go ahead and just advance this army then immediately. Hopefully our Rangers will start opening up on them. There we go. Nice little couple volleys from the beginning of the battle. I imagine they're actually coming at me from the beginning of the battle. That's very interesting. I thought they would go and maybe even try and join up with their reinforcements. Also, take a look at these shields. Are these new? Are these new shields? They look really cool. Really, really cool, actually. That's awesome. That looks nice. Nice little addition there. But obviously, we'll focus down the Orc boys. You guys should be on guard mode as well. We're doing some good damage to them. Our reinforcements are up. We obviously will fall back any second now. I actually probably want to advance this formation just a little bit as well. Yeah, move up like to here. You guys can fall back now. We do want to be there so that we can use our charge defense. I think one of our generals is popping sneaky stabby there to increase the armor piercing. You just turn around and actually hit that. And our front line should get ready to receive this charge. There we have the Gobos actually breaking our formation pretty nicely there. And then we use all of these guys to shoot them. Hammerers go get stuck in. Runesmith go get in. Pop that rune of Oath and Steel. General move in. Just kind of just really close this down. I want to try and kill this before their reinforcements come up, because there's a lot of Orc boys coming now still. This is something we're going to have to be somewhat scared of. So we want to make sure that we do push in our forces. You know, try and rout them as best we can. The Hammerers just make your way forward. Belegar as well. I guess Belegar come in. Managed to rout them, which is nice. I guess focus down their general now could be a good idea, because they have so many reinforcements coming in. Oh, we have Foe Seeker as well. I totally forgot about that as well. Runes are being popped. Yeah, you're fine. Well, the hammer is up fully. The hammers are making their way up, which is good. I guess what we will do is we'll stick this ability on this right flank to help them out a little bit. Seeing their generals force them to come in. I'm just so scared of that reinforcement army that's coming in. Luckily, though, their generals made their way in. So, yeah, and he's just a puny gobbo as well. So, let's make our way over. We're starting to break their lines a bit as well. Belegar, make your way over here. We've got our Runesmith here already as well. Pop that rune to buff them up. Okay, you missiles now change focus. Hit their missiles on that flank. Managing to break all of these guys. You guys focus that down. You focus them down as well. It's going to be a hard fight. Killing their generals is vital, though, I think. And oh, this right flank is just going to crumble all of a sudden. Taking out their missiles is important, though. I think you even have to come around here as an inferior warrior. Okay, you Dwarven warriors come and support these miners. The miners should be charging, because the miners don't have a charge defense, so... Okay, then Wolf Riders have gone. Let's focus down their missiles. And we just need to rotate units. Yeah, these hammerers, who haven't actually lost a man yet, form up here and then charge in and help out. There's a big pile of men coming in here. How's our other ethereal dude? Our other ethereal dude is still chilling. Good, good, good. Belegar is smashing down these guys. Again, focus down their generals if you can. And you also help focus down these missiles. And if you can, get around this right flank. Hammerers go get involved as soon as you can. Belegar is still making his way over here. I love that roar. That roar letting people know that Belegar is here and he is here to kill. Some buffs going off. Sneaky stabby, I imagine, on all of these guys. Get around that side and shoot in. Also, do you have your ability back yet? No, 30 seconds still, which is fine. I mean, the only thing we have going for us is just the sheer skill of these dwarfs being so strong in combat. More dwarfs having to come around now. You guys fully break these guys. That's fine. You get in there. Belegar is still engaging against their general. He should be able to kill him and then focus down the next general that comes in. And it's up to the hammers as well to really be my MVPs. You guys come in and help this right flank. I think you shoot there. We'll stick that on the hammers as well, giving them extra armor piercing and physical resistance. We're basically just enabling our hammers to be beasts. Keep shooting them, and then now that we've broken this right flank, make your way around this round there and start hitting them. And again, as I said, killing them is also really important here. As we just look at this unit of Dwarven warriors, they've pushed through the ranks right there. The hammers should be joining them. The hammers have all the buffs, so get in there, boys. For some reason, though, they're immobile. Okay, entrenchment. Okay, that makes sense now. Sorry, that was my mistake. It makes a lot of sense now what that entrenchment does. Okay, now, folks, that will pop our revenge as well. Let's bring in more men in to help out as well. Our ethereals are just so hard to kill. Okay, the hammers must almost be done with that entrench. They are indeed. Okay, so I should have really got them engaged first more than anything else. We've actually run out of ammunition with all of these guys now. So I guess they're going to go into combat to help protect that right flank.
Reach fast!
I've also definitely felt that battles are longer in Warhammer 2. So it's fun to return to the dwarfs with longer battles, I must say. Is their lord dead yet? Yeah, these rangers are not kind of meant for this type of combat, but any dwarf is a good dwarf, right? You know, it's not like, you know, like dwarfs are just bad. Like, no matter what dwarf it is, they're all still good. I don't think I'm going to be able to, like, rout the majority of these guys, because their generals should come back from routing, which is quite annoying. But a lot of their units are also routing. Ideally, I would have loved to have killed these guys, but hopefully this has just allowed me to then now auto-resolve the battle. We'll kind of triple speed it just in case I catch anyone else as they all try and scatter. You know, any more kills that are good. But there's going to be a lot of orcs escaping back to a fortress after this battle. A close victory. I feel like it wasn't a close victory. I think that was a pretty decent victory considering we only lost 166 dwarfs and they lost, you know, well over 700. Well over 800. So, yeah. And again, the hammer is 130 kills. And they lost, like, they didn't even lose a man as well. Which is the most impressive thing. And even our Dwarven warriors proving their worth, you know. Which is good because we're going to have to rely on a lot of Dwarven warriors. Especially now that we have the Skaven coming in. Maybe I should have got them to join my war. Because they were looking for someone to kill. That unit with the gleaming pendant as well. Doing a good job. Belegar has leveled up as well. Awesome. We will go ahead and execute the prisoners. Get that leadership because we're going to need the leadership over here. But the good thing is, actually, something I forgot. And we can also get the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, which is sick. I love that unit. They look amazing with their flaming weapons. Something I didn't think about is Belegar is actually really good at sieges. So being in this siege is actually good. Because he does have the siege defense. Also, having that siege engineer here is amazing. I love the movement speed boost. That's amazing. So cool, we'll just auto-resolve that. No point fighting it, because it's not like it's going to be a siege battle. It's just going to be an open field battle, which really sucks. And we're just going to occupy it, as this is now Dwarven territory. Kill the enemy in battle, and we destroy them. We have destroyed the broken noses as well. That is awesome. I will take that. Especially Belegar's leveled up twice now. So what do we want? Do we want Belegar to have... That's kind of nice. Augment on himself and affects allies as well. That's really good, having that Oath Stone. The Oath Stone is such a cool concept as well. Basically just making it so that you just plop a stone down in the middle of battle and you don't move from that spot. But what do we want? Do we want Belegar to be like really good in combat, or do we want him to be more of a leadership general to encourage the rest of his units? I think Belegar, I want to make him more of an elite general, like someone who can just go toe-to-toe with an entire army. Because from the stuff I've heard, like lore-wise, he seems like the type of dude. I mean, he would also inspire his units, but I also feel like he's the type of dude to straight up just, you know, ruin everyone. And with this Mighty Oathstone, that's kind of a nice augment as well. 26 seconds of 27 melee defense for everyone in his range. That's not bad at all. And his legendary weapons are also really good. The ward save is nice on this and the public order. And then we also have his weapon as well. Public order again. More on post-loot battle. Enables magical attacks as well. The actual weapon itself, the Hammer of Angron, is really good. When he goes below 50%... Oh no, sorry. When he's above 50% leadership, he just goes ham. Yeah, he's really, really good. So we're gonna enable him just to be an insanely good person on the battlefield. And then we'll also get this... Oh, that's actually... Oh, okay, sorry. I thought this was for all units. That would have been really nice. I would have immediately quit that and gone for that. But yeah, Belegar is going up. Has he got any traits out of interest yet? No traits. He is just simply the true king of Carrick 8 Peaks. But actually, research is really nice as well. Speeding up this research is good. We're already at 110%. So the more of them we get, the better. Because once we get the Call of a Clan, we get, you know, experience straight off the bat on our units. And also, this also does make our Dwarven Warriors a little bit better as well. You know, that is good. And we can even keep on moving, getting this upkeep for Longbeards. It's a shame we don't have any upkeep for Dwarfs, for just Warriors. Yeah, it doesn't look like we do. So maybe after we've got that, we'll either go down this route to get some quarries and better range missiles, or we'll start just going to try and get a bit more money. You know, this public order and diplomatic relations with all factions is kind of nice. Also, how funny is this? You got rat poison right there. Causes fear when against Skaven. All characters. That's like an insane late game ability right there. No one else leveled up. No, all these guys, all these Thanes are still left to be leveled up. What do we get here? We already have a Dwarven post here, but we're going to destroy it solely because this is already a free province slot, so we might as well destroy that and keep on pushing. We can now do an edict as well. What do we want? Untainted and public order, tax rate, growth, or... These are all really good, actually. Like, all of these I could see myself using. Public order is kind of useful, but it's only 2. Tax is good, but again, it's only 5% of 700, which isn't that much. You know, well, that's like 40 gold. Right, yeah, that's like 40 gold extra, not even that great. But growth, it will be nice. We kind of do need additional growth, and it does double our growth. And also the construction cost is kind of good as well. And recruitment cost. But we're going to pick up the growth, I think, because it does pretty much double our growth. And also helps me not having to waste this slot on an extra growth building. We can maybe focus on something a bit more important. So let's end the turn. I'm really nervous to see what the Skaven forces do. Be my friend, right? Be my friend, Mel Gibson. Yes! Of course we will, Mel Gibson. Non-aggression pact for sure. I will be your friend, Mel Gibson. I mean, it's more just, I won't be your friend, but I will ensure that we don't fight one another, because I'm already fighting your brothers to the north, which I don't really want to do. I just hopefully Durfu or Orion do clear out that faction, and we don't have to worry about them. Because it feels like one of them wars where someone random attacks you and you never see them all game. I'm hoping that's the case, and we just never gain military access with Orion and come through. Because the nice thing is they can't use the underways either to attack me. I'm leaving this on normal speed solely because I want to see what the Skaven do. So I guess when we get to Skaven, we'll go ahead and unpause it. Even though it doesn't really seem like it's that much faster anyway. A little bit. They didn't do anything, which is good. They do have to go through Talian territory. You know, if they want to fight me, they have to go through Talia. And hopefully the Talians can keep hold of their shit. Oh, there we go. Talia is a 10-province faction. Oh, does this mean we're going to get like a Talian, like a Southern Realms-esque DLC? Or maybe even a free DLC? I think we might be. That definitely suggests that we might be getting like a free DLC or a DLC with like Talia. There's a Border Prince capital that big as well? I don't even know where it is. I don't even know where the Border Prince capital is. It's like down here. So is that it? No, that's not it. It's like up here. Right, it's like here somewhere. I don't even know. But yeah, so maybe we will be. Maybe we will be. So Call to Arms, we've gone ahead and claimed that tech, which is nice, giving us leadership. And now our next one is Call to Arms. But that's not great. But I mean, our economy is decent, you know. We're saving our money. We're hoarding it. like a true dwarf should. Now, public order would be great. Do we want anything else? Rangers, we can recruit elsewhere. Maybe just straight up building a gate here, because that does, like, vastly improve the defense, right? Vastly improves the defense. If anything does come to our north. But again, I'm kind of, feel pretty secure from our north. Besides the elves attacking us, this is our main issue. But there's also no real buildings I want to pick up. Maybe we do just pick up this extra growth building and just power upgrade this province. I mean, we can always destroy these later. Like, it's really cheap and it does give us, another 15 growth. So I think we're going to do it. And it's really cheap as well for that tier 1 building. So I think we're going to do that just so we can power upgrade these buildings and get to the higher tiers. Do we also have any legendary buildings here? I don't think we do, right? No, we don't have any, like, legendary buildings at all. But I imagine we'll have plenty in Carrick 8 Peaks when we finally get it. Can we trade with anyone else, like the Border Princes now? Out of interest? No? Yes, we can trade with the Border Princes.
Greetings, stranger.
Oh, we give them a lot of money, actually. 300 gold.
Indeed.
And they accept. Perfect. And I have noticed in this Mortal Empires patch, factions do seem more likely to accept stuff with you.
No.
But you do not. I'll offer you a little bit of money. You give me 142 gold a turn. I'll offer you, like, I don't know, 600 gold. I don't want to offer them that much. Let's offer them, like, 600. That's what I'm willing to do. 10% of my money.
Absolutely.
No, that's fine. I'm sure we will eventually. But it's good that a Border Prince likes us. Because if we can get military access with a Border Prince, then we can travel, traverse their land. So, yeah, getting this happiness up will be great. Do the elves want to make peace yet? I just don't like being at war with them.
Entering our halls uninvited.
No. It's because they have such a high strength rating. That's why they don't want to do it. Which is, I guess, fair enough. If they feel superior. It just feels like such a pointless war. That's why I really like the war exhaustion ability. Oh, what the hell? These skull takers have actually taken Weisenland and have renamed it, or taken a piece of Weisenland, sorry. That is hilarious. What are you doing, Weisenland? Reclaim your provinces, you fools. Also, maybe confederating up here would be a nice idea as well at some point. We're already really good friends with them. They don't want to do anything else, especially losing happiness with them. Because treaties with the Border Prince. This is also something I really dislike in the game, and I might immediately get a mod to remove it, is I hate the minus great power thing that you get. Just the minus 10 diplomacy. It makes no sense. Like, oh, you're a great power, I hate you. Like, maybe if we were, like, fighting towards one another, then that kind of great power occurs. But surely, like, we should be trying to be friends, confederating, like, helps us both, not just me. And having that, like, oh, you're a great power, I don't want to trade with you. It's just so dumb. Like, if anything, you'd want to be friends with the great powers so I don't come and smack your ass. Maybe if we were, like, direct enemies, but we're not, so I just don't really like that at all. Let's go ahead and end the turn again then. I don't really know what to do now. I guess we'll move northwards and take these guys out, but I'm also really, really scared of the Skaven armies just waiting in Skaven Blight. Like, as soon as I see them move out, I'm going to be scared. And I think if they go to war with Talia, that's going to be bad for us. I might move north and take one of the provinces up there before we move over to Carrick 8 Peaks. Because reclaiming this right here, it's somewhere up here. It's like here, right? Yeah. Reclaiming this from the Black Venom will also protect our lands a little bit more as well. Because it means we won't have to worry about one enemy coming in and, like, one more enemy coming in and attacking us. No, we've kind of got our borders in the King's Glade as somewhat secure. No, the entrance to Loren. I can never pronounce that word. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I apologize to everyone who just got triggered. But yeah, we got our borders to the north protected. Obviously, we do have to worry about Skarsnik as well. Skarsnik does spawn, to the north for us up here, but I'm hoping that our brothers up here in Carrick Noon can control that and keep them at bay. This is also kind of nice as well on our lords. Everyone kind of got someone, which is good. I mean, I'll take it. They're all good public order buffs and also help, reduce corruption, which does become an issue at some point. That's kind of good to have back on, like, our missiles and stuff. But I think the increased mobility is just so goddamn good. Like, it is 10% for the army. just meaning that we can move so much further than all our enemies, especially with the extra 10% as well from our general ability as well, that Root Master ability. Rune of Wrath and Ruin, yes please. And then we'll also, for our final fame, we'll continue to upgrade his training, so we get 10 experience per turn, I think. And it definitely does add up, you know. You'll start to see a few of these guys getting a bit of experience. I don't think does it tell you how much you need? Yeah, so like in 20 turns they get a free level basically, not like minus whatever they kill. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it definitely does add up eventually. So I think what we will do is we'll make our way over here and try and take this out, using the underways obviously, which will be nice. And I think this is the best way to get around this province, is by using the underways. Yeah, we can march there, or we can get like up here. Are they pissed at me? Yeah, they are pissed at me if I use the underways though. So I guess what we will do is we can actually travel so far using the underways. I guess we'll make our way up here, and then come round here. We can probably jump from here to here in a turn anyway, because we are at war with them as well, right? We're not at war with them, but we might as well just declare war on them, because it'll also be good as well, because it means that this faction will like us as well a bit more. Carrick will like us a little bit more. Again, no, I'm so nervous for the Skaven. Maybe we're going to have to clear out Skaven Blight before we do anything. But they just got so many rats.
Never wrong.
But maybe we're going to have to. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Our economy is looking okay. So probably before we fight this battle, I will hire the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. But there's no point to get them quite yet. Because I'm not going to battle anytime soon. So it's just going to be wasted money. And the good thing is we're getting a lot of growth now. It's not really worth the extra 1,000 gold. I don't want to save it to upgrade this. Because once we upgrade back to a tier 3 province, we can start getting all these tier 3 buildings. You know, like the Slayer Shrine, like the Armor Smith and stuff like that. We can also maybe get more artillery on the go. Even though artillery will be crazy expensive. But we can start getting access to these higher tier things. Probably going to pick up one of these so we can get Thunderers. Thunderers will be really nice to have. They're just so deadly. Okay, cool. Cool. So let's go ahead and end the turn once again. And we'll play out like a couple more turns. Probably set ourselves up to fight that faction next turn. Or next episode, I should say. Also, on that mark as well, the Elven campaign will be coming back. Don't worry about that if you're a fan of my High Elf campaign in the Eye of the Vortex campaign. Don't worry about it, we'll be making a return. It's just obviously I've been busy playing this and doing other stuff. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to go check out that campaign. And playlist will be on my channel. It's one of my favourite campaigns, I think, in Total War. You know, towards like the last, like, I don't know, 5 episodes we played, it's been really immersive, doing our rituals in the, like, kind of guarding the Elven gates and stuff. It's been a lot of fun. I think you guys have enjoyed it a ton as well. Nice, that's so good as well. That's going to give us so much growth. 50 growth. That's really, really good. So now what do we want to do? Do we want to wait to upgrade this, or do we want to upgrade this? It does give us extra garrison as well, which is nice. I think... Oh, sorry, I just hit my mic. Hopefully I didn't deafen any of you guys. Considering we are growing really quickly, I think what we're going to do is we are going to upgrade these provinces. What province are the Skaven most likely to attack? I think this one. I think we upgrade this one to level 2.
True king of
Yeah, for sure. And then you continue to traverse these mountains. Only a couple more turns until we are over here. So cool. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. We've done a lot so far. We've reclaimed this first region. We've taken a nice amount of territory. Something I should do more often as well is do this. This is a really nice tooltip. Like, a really nice tooltip. I love that they've added in these overlays just when you're on the normal map. It's really cool. I can be like, oh, who likes me? Who likes me? Okay, these guys, everyone's kind of indifferent on me. Nothing too crazy. I haven't got any allies. I've got some enemies down here that I need to be careful of. Oh, public order. Oh, public order's not great here. Oh, that's not good at all. Oh, let's look at growth. How's growth? Like, I just really like this. And even you can look at Winds of Magic, which doesn't really apply to us. Or even like Scales Corruption as well. You know? Like, oh, look, there's loads of Scales Corruption there. It's just a nice little overlay. You can even leave it on as well. Not that you would even want to, but you can. So cool. You can also even pop on character names as well. And be like, oh, look, Orion's right there. I'm actually going to leave that on. That's kind of nice, actually, to see generals. And maybe we can actually be like, oh, look, here's this general, and we'll see him again at some point. Now, our grudge is slowly ticking up. which is not great because once we start getting into these kind of negatives, it's not good. But hopefully we can clear that out. Luckily, there's no more grudges kind of compiling on top of one another. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Please make sure to drop a like and a comment if you are enjoying this campaign, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.